So, psychic warfare is a real thing, and you can begin to learn and practice and all that jazz. You would still have to do training in your home and in living area, wherever it may be. Now, for me, in a trailer, which is not optimal for phase conjugation of bioplasma, I'm not a genius. I'm a dumbass. Don't let the words make you think I'm lording words over you, but that's what it is. And it's in a trailer because you can't get the connection to the fractalization of the outside through the trailer metal. And if it's a metal and it's trailer, and we like them to be, it gets worse at the square and away from the circle. You follow? Now, I thought, well, I'm probably not going to be able to move into Stonehenge, which is a way to say I'm going to live in here and not fuck with it. And if I were to go outside, it would be Stonehenge that would be the optimized form. So those of you that can listen and follow, please do. If not, get the fuck away. Go fuck with someone else and waste your own time, because you should at least be to this level, where these are actual barriers that had to be crossed, and they weren't easily crossed. But here they were, because medicine, big pharmacia. Why am I whispering? Because I have these rare earth magnets that I purchased. Now I use the magnetism to magnetize and bring the same shape of medicine for my father that these magnets are. That can be done. You can magnetize to you a thing you need and bring it to you without the metal involved. The principle of the spirit and what is going on is more than a metal thing going on. And actually, it's not even that. It's way more complex. Being a magnet, as a white magnetic wizard, and with my foot being the place where the magnetism connects to that archetype, I can assure you that this foot sustains damage accordingly. And it's this foot. And it's been a pitchfork through my fucking foot in this yard. Thank you very much. And I have stepped on it. But today was a tag. And when I pulled it out, it was hard and all over the earth. So I still have to go barefooted too, and be subject to snake bites when in ritual mode, which you have to be barefooted. If you take the barefooted out of the equation, you're going to drop the power levels all the way down over the time ratios, time vector. Time densities have a weird shearing effect, and you have to bring them into play. I'm not saying I fully understand what they are, but a part of my gut memory knows to be able to share. So I am. I put these magnets that are the shape of Xanax. It's a medicine. You can get it. It might make you sleepy. I don't suggest anyone take this medicine because of the side effects. It's helpful. If you can get some form of medicine and you don't have sufficient mind over matter to mind fuck yourself or breathe, you're going to probably still need to use medicines. Maybe even the Tylenol will be the last medicine you can throw the fuck out your window as you are in the future, somewhere in a time not so distant future. But that's kind of the spirit of where we're going with this. But yeah, you can put them around this trailer and it works. This area where I just lugged and I didn't perforate my hernia, but I lifted up this big generator. It says Champion, it's yellow on it. Now my grandfather, my dad's dad, worked at the Champion paper mill, which comes from where I'm actually, my hometown and street of the town are all very much in my heart. I would sing now internally, but not that song. No Miley Cyrus dad's music plays. Unfortunately, there is a almost Miley Cyrus X-rated movie that can be played, but I'm not trying to go there. I'm just saying, as a human, we have a lot of issues and gonna need tissues. Whether they're your tears coming out of your enemies, it's up to you. The blood of the enemies is a new option. This is my brunch. It's 3 weenies, microwaved, and some form of bread, and a new, never before had until now, barbecue sauce with a little pig on it. A little pig, a baby or a pig. Not a full-grown adult pig. Little piggy. From, the little piggies that could, and the house blew down and shit. Probably that. Now this little piggy that gets none actually gets away. Gets a law degree, goes to college. He becomes a grown man pig. Don't laugh. This is serious business. How many times you had cops, pigs, fucking with you for things that you could be fucked with? Pulled over, all this shit. This is something we sat at the table and talked about. Now, in Texas today, you're able to carry a gun. Now, in Texas today, and America, we're heavily armed. And that keeps away most of the foreign powers from fucking with us. Because it's likely that we will shoot you. And there was something that the Germans had said, and I just found out. I didn't know that this was a known thing, because we in America know what America knows. But the Germans was afraid of us because we didn't follow regulations. We were soldiers. And that spirit is alive and well today. Hell, only even now do the regulations, having been found to be in useful use after the fact, it's the soldier and the soldier's blood that's gonna keep you fucking safe, because the ghost of the soldiers would be killing the spirit of the officers in the video game realms. They're zombies, and it is some weird carrying on of the World War II, which we did not win, and they lied to us. Now Texas can take that any way it wants. I don't care, but America ought to take it seriously as a nation, because we still have a lot of that shit involved that we need to get unasked, because all it is technology. And they brought the scientists over here because they wanted their science. Werner von Braun, rockets. Do you think we're going to space with rockets? We've evolved beyond that. And Werner von Braun wasn't not a war criminal. He should have been fucking hung at Nuremberg. That's a fact. He earned it. I have mixed feelings about these things because of the amount of dead bodies. Should make a person stop and think about what they're doing. This is the past, but we need to be careful about what we say, think, and do, because going forward into the future, into a bloody-ass war we can't win, could be averted. I'm not saying that you're not going to get your Armageddon, your fucking end-of-days God events. You likely will. And even down to, does the church have to suffer wrath? It is not appointed to wrath for the believer and lover of the God they serve. You can take that, whoever you are, in your personal relationship with God, because that's what you need today. It is not appointed to wrath. But for the wicked, they are not going to make it. The arm of the Lord, whatever form he takes, is not going to stretch itself into the judo chop form, that evil. And I feel good about that, because until today, I really didn't understand these things. And I sort of could have been bothered by the nuts and bolts. But the spirit, it sort of raised the flag today. And I was able to give that Batman form of flag to someone who had gave me the Batman head that actually did get decapitated off of the vehicle this old guy just rode in on. And we continue to work because he's the mobile element and the militaristically form of that. Because whereas my dad can drive and I'm helping all of these people, the elders, because they're helping me get the spirit of old school into the proper form to utilize. Because he had said, like, all these old school guys, they're all sitting there, they're too old now, past a certain age where they can't just fuck you up and end your life. They're on the couch and they're pass me the chips and shit. And I'm saluting them. Because some of them don't get that, but the ones that do, and they would have fucked you up using that old school knowledge. You lose your ass up in youngins. There's a lot of young and up and dumb stuff that's dumb and should not go forward. Now, if I don't get the proper ability to mitigate that, and I have to have it, and I have to get it from my elders. You have to honor your elders, and please do that, because if the spirit that rises up comes back down and it doesn't have a place to rest, looking at you, person, to want that spirit to rest in you, Atheist, this doesn't include you because you have chosen not to have a higher structure of belief. This is not hate speech against the atheist. This is just telling you that there are factors involved in being a human that require a belief system and a higher self, or a higher power, actually. Now, you could call me stuttering, and trying to get these concepts out is not always easy. And in fact, some people have made me mad as hell, and I've fought them because of the way in which I would have to go about getting it out. But I have a learning disability, blessed curse situation called holotropic. Are you saying you naturally can take all the things meth head and be talking that way? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I've been trying to do that my whole life and wondered why people didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. They clued me in that I was using a different form of language. They said it was more like ancient, like from the olden times, and I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about, but I listened, and I considered what the fuck they meant. And some of these things I did learn by the hard way. Most things I do learn the best are by fucking myself up. But I'm trying not to be that person. So I'm honoring those of you who know Hard Knocks. I salute you.